faculty at CollegeAmerica. We never could have done this without you. Congratulations, everyone. We did it. Thank you, Jessica. Stuart Matlock was born in Las Cruces, New Mexico in 1974. He lived in many places from San Diego to Scotland while growing up in a military family before returning to New Mexico to graduate from Las Cruces High School in 1992. He enlisted in the United States Navy in 1993, and after his discharge moved home to New Mexico, where he worked a variety of jobs including farmer, electrician, math instructor, landscaper, and small business owner. He moved to Denver in 2005 and began working for Omnitrax Incorporated, where he is currently the accounts payable manager. However, he knew accounting was not what he wanted to do. So after reflecting on his scholastic career, he realized that all of his favorite classes had involved computer programming and problem solving in one form or another. He saw an ad for CollegeAmerica and made the decision to finally finish a bachelor's degree. Stuart has exemplified what an outstanding student should be through his dedication to academics, his professionalism, and his leadership. In the midst of achieving a 4.0 GPA, he also married his fiancée, Holly Ann Schroeds, just 2 weekends ago, June 1st, 2013. Stuart is graduating today with a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science with an emphasis in programming. Congratulations on your marriage, and please welcome our valedictorian, Mr. Stuart Matlock.
It occurs to me that this may be the most nerve-wracking speech I've had to give since I started at CollegeAmerica, and I'm not even getting a grade for it. As I look over this audience, I see many faces of emotion one would expect in such a ceremony. I see the relief on the faces of many of my classmates that we have finally reached this moment. I see some of the same nerves I feel about crossing the stage in front of this large crowd. But mostly I see pride in the faces of not only the graduating class, but in the faces of the family and friends that have gathered to share in our accomplishments. On behalf of my classmates and myself, I welcome the faculty, staff, family, and friends, and thank you all for joining us in this celebration of our successes. Over the last 2.5 years, many folks have heard me say, sorry, I can't, I have homework to do, more times than I can count. No one has had to hear me say that, more than the lovely woman I married 2 weeks ago. So, to you all, and to my family and friends that have been so supportive, and most importantly, so patient, I owe you so much, and thank you more than I can ever express. I could not have done this without you, and I'm certain the majority of my classmates would express the same gratitude toward their loved ones as well. I will also take a moment to express my gratitude to the faculty and staff. These professionals have chosen to take the knowledge they have earned in their respective fields and pass that knowledge on to those of us that wish to join them as peers. Albert Einstein said it best when he postulated that it is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. To have the opportunity to learn directly from the professionals in our chosen career fields has been an honor and a pleasure. The typical college experience isn't for everyone. Some individuals that attend a four-year university get wrapped up in the atmosphere and college experience and forget to focus on their education. At CollegeAmerica, the students don't have time to get distracted. Class after class, module after module, with little to no breaks between enrollment and graduation. CollegeAmerica students are pushed, driven, and sometimes pulled to the same curriculum as traditional university students, but at twice the speed. In addition to that, CollegeAmerica students are typically already working full-time to support themselves and their families. We've all heard that sometimes life gets in the way. These students have persevered through hardships and are now here in front of family, friends, faculty, and staff, waiting for me to stop prattling on so they can get their diplomas and go celebrate. It is truly an honor for me to count myself among these extraordinary people and to call them classmates and friends. Mark Twain is quoted as saying, "The secret of getting ahead is getting started." For many of us, that first step towards success was enrolling in CollegeAmerica. The knowledge and experience we have each gained in our respective fields is as invaluable toward a bright future as the diplomas we are about to receive. With the support of our loved ones and the guidance of the faculty and staff, both on campus and online, each of us has proven that we have all the desire, determination, and ability necessary to be successful in our chosen professions. Be it an associate's or bachelor's degree, we have begun our individual success stories with the powerful affirmation of our tenacity. However, I believe that degrees we have earned are just another of the first steps we have to take toward our individual goals. A degree is worth nothing if you don't actually use it. Whether you decide to continue your formal education by finishing a bachelor's degree, continuing toward a more advanced degree, or even just learning on the job, I urge you to never stop acquiring knowledge. We aren't done. There are plenty of opportunities waiting for all of us, and we'd be foolish not to take advantage of them. In closing, I'd like to once again offer my thanks to family, friends, faculty, and staff. And to my fellow graduates, you have my admiration, and I wish you all the best of luck in all your endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart. Our next speaker, Dina Hernandez, represents the successful students that have overcome difficult obstacles and struggles who are sitting with us today. Dina is an enrollment specialist at Denver Health Hospital and is graduating today with an Associate's of Business Management and Accounting. Please welcome our student success speaker, Dina Hernandez.
Before I begin, I want to thank my family in my native tongue. Gracias, mami, por el esfuerzo, y daddy, los quiero mucho. Fellow graduates, families, and friends, I want to give my most honest thanks and appreciation to God, to the faculty and staff of CollegeAmerica, especially Amy Hinkle and Travis Brown. My parents, my pastor Anna Sweet, my family, and Perdón y Amistad Denver, and all my friends. As I prepared to give this speech, I asked myself, what do I say? I decided to tell you one of the most important lessons I have learned in life so far. I have learned that words have power. 6 years ago, I didn't know how to speak, read, or write English. I grew up attending only Spanish-speaking schools. Despite that, I allowed myself to dream big and envision myself to be a businesswoman with a college degree. However, I knew without the power of words, I could not achieve this dream. I knew that I needed to learn more English, so I began by enrolling in high school that only spoke English. It was really hard at the moment, and I would go home crying every day because I didn't understand what people would tell me, or teachers, and they didn't understand me either, so it was a struggle. So this forced me to take action, so I started to focus on learning the language of English. It's a beautiful language, I love it. And through learning, I had to read every book in English I had in my hand. And also I practiced in the mirror, talking to myself and answering questions to myself. This is the way I learned how people talked. I imitated people, and I practiced what other people said also. And I also engaged people in conversations, and gradually I gained the power of words. When I began working at Denver Health Hospital and Authority, I again learned the power of words because I told my supervisors I will get promoted in 6 months. And I did. I knew that again I had to take action and focus and learn more about the skills at the college that I was getting, the education from my teachers. Thank you, teachers, because I did it. I did get the promotion. I did learn. In 6 months, I was already promoted. Now, I am a college graduate with a successful career in a nationally recognized hospital, Denver Health. Thank you. I have worked hard to achieve my goals, and it was not a sacrifice, it was a preparation. Preparation is the key to success, and I consider my hard work preparation for success. As Mr. said here, the key is to be honest with yourself and have very nice shoes. So I have the nice shoes, and I didn't lie when I said that I was going to get promoted, because I did, because I focused and I took action. And today, we are standing in a word that was given to us by families, by friends, maybe ourselves. We believe that word. And I'm talking to you, every person that's graduating today. You did hear a word. Maybe it was positive, maybe it was negative. Either way, it motivated you to achieve your goal, your dream to graduate today, and you took action. Tomorrow, we will become even more than we can ever imagine, because we will continue to take action, and I will continue to learn words. Congratulations, class of 2013. You did it! Woo! And now, welcome our faculty speaker, Michael Burke.
Deviate just a bit. Thank you so much. That was a beautiful speech. Our next student success speaker is Miss Mona Herman. Mona is in the top 10% of her class. She is a first-generation college student with one son who is 4.5 months old. Her family is here today, all the way from Texas, a fellow Southern girl. Her degree has changed her life. She has moved from the field of hairdressing into the medical field, and her achievements are above impressive. I'd like to welcome our next student success speaker, Ms. Mona Herman.
Good evening. I just want to thank you for coming to show your love and support to all the dedicated graduates on this commemorating evening. The decision to return to school is not an easy one to make. There are many sacrifices faced on the journey to expand our minds and retain the knowledge each individual seeks. I, for one, have chosen to change my career like many of you have. It is a difficult change, but very exciting. I believe that life is very short, and there are so many amazing things in this world to discover and to help create for the betterment of man and animals, kind. I also wanted to say to all these amazing and wonderful graduates tonight to not let the ideal job cause doors to close. They may lead to an unknown ideal job that we don't yet know about, like the door that opened for us to attend CollegeAmerica. We didn't realize that we would be here today, receiving our degrees from this wonderful institution. Keep up the amazing work and just imagine what we could achieve in the future. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2013.
Thank you, Mona. Mr. Michael Berg has been with CollegeAmerica as a faculty member for the past 2.5 years. He is a Colorado native. He came to CollegeAmerica after many years' experience in the pharmaceutical, biotech, and nanotech fields. He teaches pharmacy, microbiology, asepsis, injections, and injections scare me so much I can't even say it, and in senior seminar, or whatever Jenny has him teach. He is a chemist by training, and he learned everything that he teaches you in the field that he's worked in. He and his wife travel extensively, including a 2.5-year backpacking trip across the world, which is a source of many stories for his students. Mr. Burke is involved in a number of volunteer activities with children and teenagers. It is my honor today to announce our 2013 Faculty Member of the Year, Mr. Michael Burke.
very much. And thank all of you who made this possible. I wouldn't be here without you as my students. I appreciate it very much. I see a lot of faces here that I've been seeing for a long time, 2.5 years or more, in some cases. And that's the nice part. The sad part is that many of you are going to go off into the world and I won't see you again. But that's why you're here. The world that term is a funny thing. The world that I graduated into some years ago was very different. In some ways more simple, in some ways more complex. But it is a world that was very different. The world you're moving into today is a world that is changing rapidly. When I was a kid, I was a geek. I read science fiction. None of this fantasy stuff, Harry Potter, nonsense. I read the real stuff. And as smart as those guys were, they all got it wrong. The world has changed in ways that have been further, faster, and in a totally different direction than any of us imagined when I was a young man. The world that you're in is changing even more rapidly. So I have, in addition to the 3 pieces of advice and 3 terms that Dr. Biff gave you, I have a 4th, and that's adaptability. When I first went into the pharmaceutical industry as a chemist, I worked on a lab bench. I moved around and up, obviously, over the next so many years. And I moved into, every time I changed field, every time I went into a different job, it was something that didn't exist when I was a college student. Jobs that weren't even thought of. And that's going to happen to you. Why did I do that? Because I was adaptable. How do you be adaptable? Well, you're getting a college degree tonight. You don't stop there. Learning is just an ongoing process. Learning for you is just beginning. Be prepared. The terms that Dr. Biff gave you included dreams. Okay? Dreams are important, but you need to be willing to recognize when something is part of that dream and move for it. And part of that is the adaptability section. So that's my advice to you. I don't want to bore you. All of you got to listen to me drone on for many, many hours in class. So we're going to cut it off here. And again, thank you all. Congratulations to all of you. I envy you. You're just getting started. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Burke. It is now time to spotlight our honor graduates for graduation. As the students are announced by Mr. Joshua Allen, students receiving special recognition for outstanding scholastic achievement can be recognized as follows. Cum laude, 3.5 to 3.79 cumulative GPA, as designated by a white honor cord. Magna cum laude, 3.8 to 3.99. Cumulative GPA designated by a silver honor cord. Summa cum laude, 4.0 cumulative GPA designated by a gold cord. And I'd like to announce that not all students who have these GPAs will be wearing the cords tonight, as they're not finished with their entire coursework, but they are designated in the program.
Oh, we love you guys. You make our school. You're gonna go out and make us all proud. These graduates represent a lot of hard work and many sacrifices. They dared to dream, set goals, and succeed. Today we are gathered here to present these graduates with their degrees they have earned. It is my honor and pleasure. Please welcome College America's 2012-2013 graduates.